Yo, what's good, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another Tyler Perry Sisters review, baby. Um, this is season 5, episode 19, entitled "Truth Hurts." If this is your first time coming to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning family member, you already know what it is. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff if you choose to. If not, y'all just sit back, relax. We gonna get right into this thing. Now, let me just say, this episode wasn't all that, which y'all gonna hear later on because I done already recorded it. But baby, the end credit preview, Tyler, that was a way to end that, baby. You did that, but we gonna get right into this. All right, y'all. Okay. So we see Karen, Andy, and Fatima, and Andy was like, "I did not give you a key so that you can listen in onto my private conversations." I'm like, girl, shut the hell up. No one came expected Fatima to be there. Karen was not trying to listen in on your conversation. This was just poor writing from Tyler, because how the hell she heard that through them elevator doors, we will never know, but Tyler makes happen what he wants to happen. So Karen apologizes to Andy for what I don't know. I don't feel she owed Andy any type of apology whatsoever. I damn sure wouldn't apologize. Then Andy begins to talk about how Fatima's her friend, Karen's her friend, and she don't tell Fatima stuff that Karen tell her. I'm like, Andy, I hate this entire script that Tyler has written so far in this first commercial break, because it's been nothing but BS. I'm like, Andy, you just told Fatima something. Well, Karen told me that her and Aaron are good. Why was that any of Fatima's business? Because Fatima said she was tired of them bothering her. I'm like, who was the them? Talking about a few episodes ago. But anyway, I was so glad that Karen called her ass out about that picture, because Andy tried to make it seem like she didn't know anything. And Karen was like, no, you knew, you just didn't tell me. You didn't tell me what you knew. Oh, I didn't know that's why Zach was coming down there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you didn't know that Zach was coming down there. You knew that there was a picture floating around Atlanta with your friend and her ex that looked like to be a compromising position, and you intentionally kept that from her. So Andy, if I was Karen, Andy could kiss my entire ass. And so, Karen and Fatima, I'm not going to say they got into it, but Karen told her, like, hey, I kissed and hugged the father of my child. It was innocent. Just like Karen told her, I don't know who tried to ruin your day, but it wasn't me. And Fatima kept saying, well, I don't know you well enough to know. Trick, you don't have to know me. I'm telling you. Karen said, look, I done said my piece. Like, I didn't come here to argue with you. I am moving forward with Aaron, which I was so glad she said that. You can go back and tell Zach he was wrong for what he did. He was wrong for approaching me the way that he did. He was wrong for putting his hands on Aaron. I'm like, thank you, Karen. Stand up for your man. You feel me? And Fatima was like, I agree. I'm like, yeah, because Zach was just way out of pocket. So then Fatima goes and, Karen tells Andy, I hope you get over it, because you tend to hold on to things and just act different. I said, baby, that's some hot tea right there, because a lot of people do that. They say they over it and they don't be, and they start acting different. And so Karen tells Andy, I love you, and I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Then we get to Zach and Fatima. So far, we only had 2 scenes, and I hated this scene. I hated this scene with the passion. I hated the fact that Zach apologized 25 times in this darn 2 minutes him and Fatima was on my screen. I'm like, how many times are you going to apologize? And Fatima did not apologize. She came in there like she did everything right, said everything right. No, ma'am, you did not. You were in the wrong. And then Zach ass decided he gonna sleep on the couch while she go upstairs because she didn't feel like talking, and he just let her get away with it. Let me tell y'all something, all y'all fans who be trying to call Aaron a simp, don't be in my comments calling Aaron a simp again. Without mentioning Zach's name too. He played himself. I was so disappointed in Zach, and y'all know I don't even rock with Zach like that, but I wanted him to come with the fire on Fatima ass, and he just I don't know what the hell he did, but he didn't do nothing I wanted him to do. I said, Zach, what is this? I need you here. I'm sorry. I know I'm wrong. He admitted to being wrong. He admitted that he wasn't right. I'm like, and Fatima didn't admit to anything. even the way she brought that picture to him was out of pocket. It was almost like she did everything perfect, and I hated that. Well, you really don't want me here. Girl, shut up. You know that man wants you there. Don't do that. Fatima pissed me off. And even though I wanted Zach to really give it to Fatima, he just had to mess up me cheering him on when he brought up the fact that he didn't like the fact that Karen was the reason, or that was causing him and Fatima to argue. And I hate that. That's the one of the many things I despise about Zachary Taylor, is the fact that he will use Karen as a scapegoat for anything instead of taking on accountability and responsibility for the lack of trust that exists between his relationship with Fatima. And I was so glad, even though Fatima got on my nerves in this scene with him, I was so glad that she said that, like, Karen cannot cause issues between us. She's not the source of us arguing, and Karen doesn't have that much power. And I remember saying, I have said that so many times in my reviews, because I have some people who I don't even respond to anymore. It doesn't matter what Zach does or what he doesn't do. Everything is Karen's fault. Oh, Karen shouldn't have said that. Karen should have just told him. Karen should have made sure he was happy. I'm like, y'all don't hold Zach accountable for anything. But I was so grateful that Fatima did tell him that. Like, we're the ones who jump-started this relationship too fast. I left my apartment. Ain't nobody tell you to leave your house. You let Zach Leonard Taylor talk you into giving up your darn apartment. That was dumb on your part, sis. And I was with Fatima for having second guesses about uprooting her whole life and moving into this man house that he got with stolen money. Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. I'm like, Fatima, that was your dumb ass fault. That was dumb. And you're smart, sis. You're smart, but you're dumb. And I know love make you do some crazy things, so I'm going to get off on them. We get to Aaron and Karen, and they had a little cute scene. It's the next day, and they're having breakfast, and she apologizes for what happened, with Zach. And she basically was telling Aaron to be careful, because once Zach has something in his mind, like, he holds on to it. That's just what it is. Because she was like, basically, if you see him on the court, just be careful or whatnot. And so he was like, but you told the truth. She was like, I know I did, but I'm just telling you, this is what it is. And so she thanked him for, she was saying that she loved him or she loved the way that he took care of her. And like I said, it was a little cute scene. And I know it's going to be some drama coming up with them, but at the same time, I am looking forward to seeing what moving forward really looks like for Karen, because we did have the opportunity to see that with Zach and Fatima. And I'm just hoping somebody asked me, do I feel bad about what's going on with Zach and Fatima? And I said, hell no. Because I've never looked at Fatima the way a lot of people look at Fatima. And if you've been listening to me, I have never. I don't dislike Chick or whatever. I don't dislike her, but she was just like every other woman on this show. I've never esteemed her higher than anybody else. But I'm like, no. And for those, I'm like, hell no. Because for those of us who was riding with Karen and Aaron when they first started, we had to watch the debacle. We had to watch the villainization of this character, because Tyler Perry was trying to uplift and excel Zach and Fatima, and we see what the hell he did to Karen. I ain't mad. I would never be upset for him for doing nothing to nobody else's character after the way he jacked up Karen Mott's character. So she is in need of a redemption story, and I'm here for it. So we get to Calvin and Sabrina. Bio calls her. Basically, he was apologizing. I said everybody on this show apologizing tonight. Everybody apologizing except Andy and Fatima's ass so far. So he apologizes, and he was basically saying he hoped that she wasn't mad. Basically, because he said he wasn't going to help, but he had more questions, and so he wanted to come over. And so Calvin was there, and I just don't understand. Like, Calvin and Sabrina, I don't understand them, because she tells him that Bio's coming over. He gets upset. Okay, I'll go. Yeah, leave. You ain't doing nothing. Bye. And so then he tells her, if you want to see dude, it's okay. I'm like, bruh, she does not need your permission. She does not need your permission to see Bio. And then he asked her what she got to do for his help. I said, don't you do that, Calvin. Don't you do that. Because like I said in my trailer breakdown, you don't have enough money to join this chat. You don't have enough money to be involved in this conversation, bro. Then Calvin tried the hell out of Sabrina But she's so ditzy, she just let it slide. She didn't even really respond to it besides give a deep sigh. Because he basically was telling her, like, what you got to do for it. I'm like, he's basically saying that there may be some whole-ish activities that you might have to perform. But I'm finna get into that in a little minute. So Bio comes over. And he basically tells Sabrina that he's going to give her the money. And I'm like, no, you're not. You are not about to give this girl $1.5 million to get Maurice out of jail. But yes, the hell, Bio is. And Sabrina is overcome with emotion. She's crying. I mean, if one thing Novi Brown knows how to do, baby, that is to cry her damn eyes out, okay? I mean, she could do it at a drop of a dime. Tears just falling. Novi, baby, you did that. You did that. That's one. Yes, you did that. And I'm looking like, oh my God. And the sad part was, I wasn't even happy. I'm like, no, let Maurice stay enough a few more days. But anyway, okay, he getting out. All right. So she hugs him. She caresses his face. I said, oh, Now you want to hug him? Now you want him to stay? Take your little hands off my little chocolate drop. Take your hands off Bio. Because the last time when he told you he wasn't gonna do it, you ain't even get a man a hug. You ain't hug him. You wanted him to go, but now since he giving you money, now you want to be all up on him. I see you, Sabrina, and that ain't a good look, sis. But I feel you though. I feel you. So she calls Andy to let Andy know that she just has this wonderful man who's going to give her the money to get Maurice out of jail. So Andy was like, cool, text me his number. I'll have someone get in touch with him to get all the specifics. And so she was like, wait a minute, Sabrina, like, who giving you this money? And she was like, yeah, it's amazing. I said, Sabrina, you were smart. A lot of times, I question, I question Sabrina, but she was smart. She played it off because she couldn't talk. Andy got the signal, and they going to talk about it later. I said, then he says, you want to go to breakfast, like you want to get something to eat. She was like, yeah, I'll pay for it. He was like, no. I cannot let you do that. Sabrina. I said, baby, and I'm sorry. I said, this may sound very hoish of me, but after this man tells me that you going to give me $1.5 million, I think that would have turned me on. I don't think I would have wanted no damn breakfast. I don't think I would have wanted to go get nothing to eat. That's power right there. You just got it to give it to me. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. We would have made it out that door, but we need not to do that. You know what I'm saying? They need to do better. Cause they y'all be sleeping around like that. But you know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, Bayo, you came in the clutch. I figured he was going to give her the money based on the little preview that we saw last week. And I was just like, now, Sabrina did not ask this man, what is he expecting of her? What is required out of her now that he's given her this $1.5 million? Then the man said, I will do anything for you, Sabrina. I said, what? Bio is sprung. I'm like, Tyler, I'm going to need you to stop writing all these men like this. Don't get me wrong. Men be sprung and everything. Women do too. But you let these men, they go out on 2 dates and they ready to marry these women. And I'm sorry. None of the women on this show got it like that, personality wise, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They may be banging looks and stuff like that. But I'm going to leave that alone. Then we get to Gary and Andy. When I tell y'all these two characters annoyed the hell out of me, I don't give a damn what happened with these two. They both playing games. Andy playing the game she knows she can't win. Especially you messing with an abuser. You messing with somebody who don't care about choking you. You messing with somebody who don't care about ending your life. Cutting off your damn air supply. That's who you playing with. Andy is dumb. Calvin calls Maurice in jail. Their scenes these past couple episodes have just been pointless to me. But I ain't gonna lie. When Calvin when Calvin told Maurice, you know she's seeing that African, right? I hollered. I say, really, Calvin? That man name is Bio. Do not ever call him that again. You know she dating that African, right? I said, Calvin, you actually made me laugh, boy. I don't remember the last time I laughed off something Calvin said, but for whatever reason, that just tickled me. So him and Maurice are doing their normal banter back and forth. Maurice tells him that he has a cute cellmate or whatever. And Calvin tells him to be careful because they know that Maurice, I said, Lord, just he gonna get bail. Let him get out of jail. Please don't let him get into something deeper by opening up his mouth to this cellmate who I believe is a plant put in there by the prosecution. It's right up Maurice's alley. I don't know. I don't even know what word to use for Maurice specifically. He's just a lot. Then we get this long ass scene with Zach and Fatima again. I thought the first scene pissed me off, but this one was just worse. Fatima, you owe that man an apology. Zach is definitely owed an apology. Zach definitely acted an ass at that restaurant. He had no business doing what he did. But when it comes to him and Fatima, I've never been a huge fan of them, but the way it's going, I'm like, I can't stand them. And one of the main reasons why is not even Zach. It's not even Zach. It's Fatima. Fatima acts like she has a personality disorder. Like in that scene alone, she went through like 4 or 5 personalities. And I'm thinking, it's the next day. How the hell you wake up with an attitude? How you wake up? Supposedly you do your affirmations and your zen and you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, come downstairs with an attitude. Zach made a coffee. I know I effed up. I'm like, no, Zach, stop. I hate that Tyler wrote that for him. I hate the fact that Tyler did that to his character. Zach don't always do the right things, but when he right, he right. And I stand for him when he right. And I just feel like Fatima got off extremely easy. She got off extremely easy. She didn't have to apologize. She didn't have to own up to anything that she did. She didn't have to apologize for the way that she talked to Zach. Even about, and then she talks to him like he's a child. And I have said this from the very jump. And I remember people used to be in my comments, no, Fatima, don't treat him like that. And I just find it so interesting now all of a sudden. Some of these same people who used to come at me so crazy regarding Fatima's actions now are seeing the light. The light that a lot of us have seen from the very beginning. For people who was calling Fatima, she act like she his mama. She act like a mama. It's like a mama-child relationship. We weren't wrong. We was not wrong. We saw it from the very beginning. No, he was like, I know I effed up. Okay, what did you do? Tell me what you did. I know what you did. I just want to make sure you know what you did. What? Excuse me? Is this your man or your son? I'm confused. It was just repetitive. It was the most repetitive ass scene of the night, I feel. I know I interact with a lot of people via DMs and things like that. And I remember how so many people was like, oh my God, even on social media, you used to see, okay, when's the team gonna come on screen? When I'm waiting for them, we only got 5 minutes left when they coming on screen. And then you see them, and then it's like Tyler gave people what they wanted. You're seeing more of Zach and Fatima, and to me, it has done more of it's been more of a minus. It has taken away from what people, I think, loved so much in the beginning. Now it's awful. Danny and Q. Y'all, I have no words. I have absolutely no words. I need to know from Tyler Perry. I need to know from Tyler Demetrius Perry. That is not that man's middle name, but I did it for dramatic sake. Okay. Why did Danny have sex with this man? Also, what is the purpose? Is this supposed to be where Danny hits like the pits of hell? Is this her valley in her life? Because I need to understand, is this her rock bottom? Because I'm having a difficult time trying to wrap my mind around the fact why this had to happen this way. I really am. I don't understand that. I really don't. I don't. I'm at a loss for words because it feels like Tyler have these women, this show that he's writing, these black women who are professionals, who is supposed to be rooted in friendship, sisterhood, and of course just their struggles with dating. And I do understand that there is a lot of issues, a lot of struggles and uncertainties that happen on the dating circuit. But the things that Tyler have these women experiencing is just downright like it's like a circus at this point. Oh God, I'll have other videos come out for this because I don't want this review to be that long. And we already at 20 minutes. So Sabrina comes. Of course, Sabrina just wallop her ass in the house. She don't knock. She uses her key to get in because she's just so excited that Bio gave her the money. But before that, Preston calls Danny because he's at the coffee shop. He wants to come over. Of course, she don't want him to come over because Q is there. He's taking a shower. And he was like, you see, I called first, right? And I'm like, that is so small. What she supposed to be excited about the fact you called? I just don't care for Preston no more. For Preston and Danny situation. Anyway, they supposed to see each other later or something like that. I don't know. I don't care. Then Sabrina comes and she tells Danny, about Bio. And she's interested in who's in Danny's house. And then this girl begins to smell the sheets, which is, I don't even know what the hell this is. Like, Tyler just playing in our face at this moment. Then Q comes out of the bathroom. I said, oh my God. The previews are always so much more exciting than the actual episodes. And this episode, I think probably almost everybody got on my nerves except Karen, Aaron, and Sabrina. Yep. Them three. Karen, Aaron, and Sabrina. Only people who can get on my nerves this episode. I think that I want to answer a question since that's pretty much it for the review because ain't really nothing happened. Baby, wait until I do this trailer breakdown. I just got to hit on this. This dude that popped up says he is her Fatima baby daddy. I said, what? What? That's all. Okay, I'm not going to do no more. I'm gonna wait for the trailer breakdown, but I had to just talk about that because I was in shock. Y'all should have saw the look on my face. I said, who is this? In the words of Medea, Fatima, where you found this yellow man? Who is him? Who is he? We knew about Ian and supposedly she was pregnant by Ian. Now, who this man? How many times you done been pregnant? Oh, God. Okay. I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it there because it's 22 minutes. I'm going to end it there. But, baby, I got to, okay, I'm going to get some videos to y'all out to y'all tomorrow in the remainder of the week. But, baby, now I ain't going to lie, Tyler, that was a great way. That preview, that was a great way to end that. But I want to thank y'all for listening. Until next time, I will holler at y'all later. Y'all be safe out there. One.